51 degrees. Currently got some sunshine at 7 past 8:07. It's KC with a full house. That's the way I like it. That's the way. We've got Parkview high school students here talking about a subject that I'm going to explain briefly that my personal feelings about why this is so special to me. I'll go ahead and get this out of the way. I'm an aspiring writer, and I actually do write for a living on my day job. And I think it's amazing what's going on at Parkview High School right now. And we're going to start. Now, we've got Heather Tuck here, Director of Student Support Services. I got that right?
Yeah.
All right. And we've got Chris Reed, whose official title is? You're a cameraman right now, though. That's a lot easier to write down, okay? We've got Dr. James Thornton, Superintendent of Schools. And from left to right, students, introduce yourselves. We have
Faith Williams. Traquana Kersey.
Daniel Gosney.
And beside Daniel, we have our teacher, whose name is Ms. Shikalani. Got it right?
That is correct.
I got it right?
Mm-hmm.
I bet 1,000 this morning. Listen, this is an awesome project, and when I first heard about it from Ms. Tuck, I said, yeah, absolutely, we got to talk about this. Now, do we want a student to get the ball rolling and tell us about the project, or Ms. Shikalani, would you like to do that?
I'll get started. So, to be honest, this project really started off very small. I came into Mr. Reed's office with just an idea of, hey, I want to write a children's book with my 9th grade class. And it started off as a very small idea, and he went ahead and got Lulu Jr. involved, and he actually got in contact with Alex Sinise, who is in charge, and he got about 20 of these toolkits that they sent us to create a children's book, almost $1,000 worth of tools to create a children's book. We got for absolutely no dollars. It's
awesome.
Free, all donated. So, to be honest, it started off small and then it just grew.
And our students are working in groups, right?
Yes, in small groups.
Groups of 2, 3, 4?
3, 4, 5 at most.
Okay, and does a student want to get the ball rolling and tell us exactly what this process entails, what you all are doing right now? Relax and enjoy. Our Rewind family is excited to have you here, and they love hearing about what's happening in our schools. They always enjoy having our students in. Anybody want to get the ball rolling? Tell us what you all are actually doing on a daily basis when you sit down and undertake this task, so to speak.
Okay, now we're doing a book, and it's like we're going to try to inspire people to like read and write. Basically, what we're doing is like we have our own ideas. Mine is about bullying, how to stop bullying. It's called Another Day, and we're trying to get kids to realize you don't have to bully if you don't have no family. It's okay. Just try to come to people. But the book is mostly about how to create people and how to become friends instead of fighting and stopping bullying.
And that's the voice of Traquana Kersey. Traquana, to me, that's a very awesome topic you've picked. Now, it's my understanding from Ms. Tuck, right, that these books will be shared with younger children in our division, right? So, Traquana, how do you feel about that? That's a pretty weighty thing to have on your shoulders. You're actually going to be mentoring younger people in the division. I think that's pretty cool.
I think it's pretty awesome that we go to Southfield Elementary and read to 2nd graders. It feels like a big step in our life to show like elementary schools that it's okay in life.
Very good. I'm very proud of what you just said. Great job. Great things are happening in our schools. You hear evidence of that every Thursday morning. Let's jump to Daniel Gosney. Daniel, how are you feeling about this project so far? Come close to that mic.
Pretty good. My story is basically about like kids growing up to do what they're supposed to do instead of doing bad things. Like my story, we wanted to get for kids, and a boy in my group likes corn dogs a lot. So in our story, corn dogs in their world are bad for you, and the turtle keeps eating them, and he gets sick from it. And his friend Sydney, she's another girl turtle, and she helps him through it.
That's very, see, there's a lot of creativity in this. I love this. And by the way, in your book, you can mention that this is what happens if you eat a lot of corn dogs when you're young. You think you can get away with it, but you can't. It catches up with you eventually. Awesome. I love that. We're going to talk to Faith now. Faith Williams is in the studio as well. What grade, Faith? What grade, Jim? 9th grade. How's the project going for you?
It's good. Our story is about, it's called The Quest of the Little Unicorn, and it's about how you have to, fight for what's yours and stand up for yourself.
Very positive, very positive. And are y'all actually going to, Faith, are y'all going to be actually reading these stories yourselves to younger students?
I think so.
Okay, that's going to be awesome. So what's the timeline for that, teacher? I'll call you teacher because it's less syllables.
Well, again, this, because we're going to get these books published with a hardcover, we had to explain to these children that they are going to be several drafts. This isn't going to be a project that we start on Monday and finish on Friday. This is going to be a process. And this is the process that true authors and illustrators go through. So it'll be, a few more weeks that we keep drafting and before we get it published. But, it'll be a long process, but I think the end product will be worth it.
Will we be done with this actually in this current school year?
Oh, absolutely. Within this, next few months, I would say.
Can I get you all to come back and share excerpts from your books when you do that? I would love to have you do that because I'm really excited about that. Because what I didn't share earlier, I do write for a living, if you want to call it that. Some people might argue that point. But I've always aspired to write children's books. I always thought that was the coolest thing. And I think this is awesome what you all are doing. It's a wonderful undertaking. And we've got how many students involved with this?
Wow, okay. So we have about 17 children in my second block who are doing it. In third block, there's about 28 students. So you do the math. I'm not a math teacher.
Yeah, math is you definitely lost me there. Sorry. My weakness, I confess. So from what I'm hearing, everyone has an individual theme, but are we writing our books collectively or are we writing individual books?
That's right. Daniel, can you describe in our groups, each person has a job, right?
Yeah. In my group, me and my friend Jashim and Noah are the dialogue. Like, we tell the writer what he has to do, and then, like, what he needs to put down to give him more ideas throughout the story. And then we have our illustrator, Jacob Pitchford. He draws all of our good pictures in our books.
I didn't know about that. So you actually have an illustrator in-house in each group. Awesome. Well, this is a cool project. Now, I want to hear more about this. I don't want to let this fall by the wayside. When you all are finished, I want you to come back, if you will. I think you get free breakfast if you come back. Will that work?
Yeah.
Y'all good?
Yeah.
All right. Teacher, it's really good to have you in, and we really appreciate the project. I think this is cool, and I want to hear the end result, and I'm looking forward to that. So sometime Christmas or first of the year, are we looking at that timeline?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay, that sounds good. We will chat again before you all leave in just a minute. We'll all shout out and say our goodbyes. Let's talk to some other folks here, Ms. Tuck or Dr. Thorne. I know we have some other things happening in the division. Y'all head toward that microphone. What's on the agenda? Dr. Thorne, you taking the mic first?
Yes. We have a joint education committee meeting Monday at 4 p.m. at the Board of Supervisors office. That committee is made up of 3 of the school board members and 3 of the Board of Supervisors members. And they discuss school facilities and also operating funds to operate our school system. And it's a pretty important meeting. The school board is requesting around $420,000 in money for maintenance upgrades for HVAC systems in both high school gyms and a variety of things that were found when Honeywell came in and did a full audit of our school systems, mechanical systems.
That meeting again takes place
Monday at 4 p.m.
and that is open to the public.
Open to the public.
Okay, and that will take place at Board of Supervisors?
Board of Supervisors office.
Right there, downtown Boyd.
Yes. Another key component of that meeting is we are requesting again $200,000 to do a facility study for new facilities. This would require hiring an architect and really investigating and meeting with parents, community members, staff members, and asking them, and also students, and asking them what do they want to see in a new high school. What are the programs? What is the size of the auditorium? Do we want to open our facilities at night and have a workout facility for the community and our students during the day? A wide variety of topics that need to be discussed because it will drive the size of the building and drive the cost of the building. And without doing that, we really don't know what the number is that we're shooting for. The Board of Supervisors has asked to have 30% down. Well, we need to know what 30% down of what is.
Right.
And without that study, we really won't know these things. So we're asking for $200,000 to hire an architect and move forward and get some answers so that both boards can make decisions in the future.
Okay, Dr. Thorne, Ms. Chuck, Director of Student Sports Services, what's up on your agenda?
Well, I just wanted to maybe pose something to you, Mr. Corum, that maybe you could come in and be an expert to these young authors and give them some kind, specific, and helpful critiques on some of their drafts.
I'd love to do that. I don't think expert fits me, but I would love to come in. I'm honored by that. I'll be glad to do that. That would be
Absolutely.
awesome.
I'm just so excited that they're doing this project and they're reaching out to audiences beyond the classroom and they're taking their time. And I love the stories and themes that you have going on with each of these. So congratulations to you guys and to Miss Chic. I'm sorry, I'm going to butcher your name.
I've got it written down, but it's not
I'm
spelled
still
right.
going to butcher it. I was trying on the way over here to practice it. I was not. Shikaloni. Okay, there you go in the Southern way.
I was trying to associate it with something, but the fact that it rhymes with baloney didn't seem proper, so I thought I would just leave that alone. But that was my association. But I now remember her name, Shikaloni. Miss
Shikaloni,
So
okay.
We appreciate you. Thank you for. And how long you been with us in Mecklenburg?
This is my first year.
First year here. All right, we off to a running start, huh? Pretty hot stuff. Y'all are really into some cool stuff, and I think it's amazing. Faith Williams, ninth grader at Park High School. Daniel, what grade? All of y'all ninth? Okay. And Traquana Kersey, ninth grade student at Parkview High School. We sure thank y'all for coming in. Anything you all want to say to our listeners before you leave us?
I love you, Mom.
That's always a very safe and wonderful thing to say. Cool, very cool, my friend. Thank you all. Thank you, Mrs. Ciccalone. Anything important?
Yes, I'd like to give a shout out to my grandfather who is listening to this all the way up north in Cape Cod, Massachusetts, and to my mom who's listening as well. Thanks, guys.
Give us names.
Ed Humphrey, my grandfather, and Karen Ciccalone, my mom.
Listening, did you say in Cape Cod?
All the way from Cape Cod, Massachusetts.
Fantastic. Awesome. I hope y'all are doing well. I'm sorry, I hope you all or youans are doing well. Since you're in Cape Cod, I guess y'all doesn't fit. But thank y'all for rewinding with us either with your phone app or online at rewind1019.com. We appreciate y'all doing that. I'm sorry, you all doing that way up north. Dr. Thornton, Ms. Tuck, anything in closing? No.
Not today.
Cameraman Reed, anything?
Nope.
You good?
Good to go.
Thank y'all for coming. Y'all go visit that guy. I'm sorry, you all go visit that guy over there. And I think we've got Mr. McDilda from the Parkview Band coming in to visit just a bit, right?
Yes.
Great project, y'all. Stay blessed and keep doing what you're doing. I love it, and I actually will. And Ms. Tux, if y'all want me to come out, I would love to come out and critique and take a look at what you're doing because I think it's awesome. Thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate each and every one of you. It is 19 past. Back to the music.